I've been hearing a worrying rumor about Verona Green. They're saying she drowned in the lake. No, it was Verona. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to Strange Antiquities. It's been a little while once again between me recording these parts, which, for a puzzle game that requires you to build up knowledge of the systems, is a terrible idea, but I literally just finished editing the previous video, so I'm hoping that will have refreshed my memory. We have little Jupiter here. I give him a little screech. He is back with us after having been most foully abducted. I am still mad about how long it took me to spot this little wheel here. That's just my lack of observational awareness of my surroundings. Anyway, it's fine. So we are on day 10 of the game. There are 18 days in the game. So I think we'll have 4 more parts, but let's hop into it. We'll jump into a new day. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrestled the casket from the other's grasp and leapt astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Of course, we don't know if the one that got the casket here, based on how this is worded, is the one that's fully possessed or the one that is not. I'm gonna guess it's probably the one that's fully possessed. Here we go. Oh, that symbol looks super familiar. Interesting. I think that's going to be the main map. That looks a lot like the shimmer from the previous part, the armor piece. It looks like that symbol, but I don't think it is. I think this is just going to be the map. But I hate maps and suck at maps, so anything's possible. My guess is I'm looking for a triangle of streets where there are 3 buildings that look like that. So what have we got in the way of triangles? It might not be is the thing. It might be not a direct triangle and I'm just trying to find like a street that is in the middle of these 3, and these lines on the outside could be not, like they could be misleading. Or it also could not be on this map at all. It's just these little shapes look like the buildings. Alright, I think I found one of the 3. So this one here is quite distinctive because it has a little hole in it. I think that's this pair is that. So I think that's the top. And then if I view that as straight down, this one would be this way from it, if that makes sense. Which would maybe make this. Yeah, that could be that one. I'm tipping my head sideways. That way to there. Which would make it here. That would be that one. Maybe that building? I think that's about the middle. It is. Excellent. I did it. I did it. I did it. When I draw back the curtain, I am unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes. Oh, I don't like that. All shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I'm looking at. And when I do, I realize it's looking right back at me. The object I'm looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. He's so cute! I mean, how that gels with everything else I just saw, I don't know. I guess I'll pop you there. You could belong with the other stone statues for now. Alright, kitty, let's do it. Hi, Sarah. Well, she's new. We think we've finally located the wreck of the Orion out on the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. But we put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. A question mark, huh? Alright. Something that lets you breathe underwater. Maybe I could look underwater? Like, not underwater, but underwater. Underwater ascus. Thank you, Index. An ascus allows the bearer to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use an ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe when they're back on dry land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. So something with a center and a halo on the outside, and I should be able to tell... No, you don't live there, you live here. I should be able to then tell what it is from, I was going to say fingering it. That's not a good way to describe that. Anyway, could be this one. This has an outside and an inside. This is weather related, though, not breathing, so it's unlikely, but let's see. Smooth, raised detailing. No. Heat and cold. Cool and smooth. Heat and cold. Maybe. I mean, that does convey warm and cold. What else has got an inner and an outer ring? This one. Cool. All cool. I am touching it most egregiously. Polished, hard and cool. That symbol I will have to look up. I know that's in my book. I'll look that up in a minute. I don't want to get sidetracked. This one has warm, hard and cool. So it's got the two temperatures. What is that symbol? Oh, that's one of the Thormic field symbols. I remember seeing that in one of the like auras. I think it might have been the Mentic one actually. So let's try that real quick. How do I open you again? I push this button. Right, let's pop you there. Just out of curiosity, I am getting sidetracked immediately after saying I wasn't going to get sidetracked, but here we are. All right, so you do the little symbol. So you go to the bottom. You. Nope. And you. Yeah, is that symbol? Yes, if I rotate my head, sort of. But that hole in the middle seems bigger. Let's just put you away. I don't think I'm getting sidetracked. I could put a label on it. Mentic symbol? But I'm not sure that that is correct. So either way, it doesn't help me. It is hard and cool though. So that's more what I should be looking at instead of getting sidetracked. Ascus. The core of the item is cold. The ring or halo stays warm. Is that the order that they were in? Is this the warm one and this is cold? I mean, this could be a halo. If you think about like old religious pictures of Jesus and stuff like that, and Mary, they do quite often put them like that. Let's give it a try, because I think halo is a bit deceptive because we tend to think of halos as circles. Maybe it is a circle. Because that wasn't the item I'm looking for. Awesome. I fully had talked myself into thinking that was the right thing. Good job, me. This one has a ring around the outside of it, but it's all the same temperature. Oh, hang on. Cool. Again, this could be a halo. What is this symbol? What does that stone mean? Come down here. Let's have a quick look at our gemstone book. At the blue stone. Because if it's like air or water, an anchor between body and mind, is it kyanite? Aquamarine? It could be aquamarine actually. It could be aquamarine. Doesn't look super aquamarine-y. The core of the item is cold to the touch with the ring. So the core of the item could again be the stones. Look, we can try it. I say, not bringing it up with me. Okay, let's give you a try. Oh my god. This is not a good start to the video, you guys. I didn't think it looked like aquamarine, to be honest. I thought the blue was not quite right. I think this is the only item I have that looks like it has an aquamarine on it, but it doesn't say that it's warm. I don't think this is going to be it. Okay, I found it. I'm reasonably sure. Cool and smooth, and then there's a little ring, surprisingly warm. It says surprisingly warm specifically. I like this one's got a little ring too. Now that I'm looking at it, they've both got the same little ring on them. I can see why I thought it was the other ones, but this is my... I don't know why it's glowing. There's nothing in the description about it glowing that I saw. Let me just cross-check that. It doesn't say that it's going to glow. It does talk about a halo, which could be argued to glow. But yeah, is it this one? Oh, thank God. The item has a ring. Closer inspection reveals the ring is warm. That is literally it. Awesome. Cool. Some kind of siren. All right, Ascus, you go next to the amphibian and the Aries. No, you go next to the Aries and the binding seed. That's how alphabet works, right? Yes. Cool. Oh my gosh, Jupiter! Rowena Hardwick. I'm close, but I need more power. I need Cedric's thunder in quickly while this storm is raging. What do you need the power for? I mean, I already have this labeled, but that was based on symbols and gemstones. I did that in between parts, I think before the last part. I did mention it to you guys in the last video. A symbol of thunder, amethyst gemstones. I can talk. It's fine. That one makes up for how long the other one took me. Francesca. Oh, she's back. This is the nurse with the patients. I've been trying to get hold of an Ambra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patients. It had almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered one. There's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me he keeps it locked behind ethereal key. So it's going to be one of these then, right? Uh-oh. I did speculate that I needed the ethereal key to open that door, so I guess that means whatever the ethereal key is, I must have it. I keep putting that book there. Alright. Ethereal key. It's designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light, which is probably going to be amber. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of Thormic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment. Okay, so maybe there's an amber gemstone, but you can't see the amber gemstone. Gemstones of the night. What is a gemstone of the night? It's going to be one of the black ones, presumably, but let's have a look. Containment, the sun, fire, and light. So this is my theory for what the glowing stone will be. A gemstone of the night. Here we go. So onyx. I'm looking for something with an onyx on it. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. This one has an onyx on it, and it also has an amber on it. And the other one's a moonstone. It said it would glow, didn't it? Am I just wiggling that around for no reason? That would be really funny. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion. Maybe I need to just calm down a little bit. Aha! Ooh! That's really cute! Dun dun dun! Oh, I got an achievement, breaking in, opening the locked section. Which is appropriate, because that puts you near the cupboard that I just used you to open. It also gives me more storage space. Now, I need to figure out what the amber is. I hadn't even looked it up, because I was too busy figuring out how to open the thing. They cause a mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They're slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black. They produce a noctic field. Aha! So now we need to remind ourselves what a noctic field looks like and then test all of the items, and hopefully there's only one. So we'll put you over there and pop this open. So I'm glad I figured this out last part, because what a mess that would have been. Alright, let's bring you to there. You are not the right one. And you are already in the right spot. So we're looking for swirlies. Like a swirly. Alright, so let's test all these items. I mean, that isn't doing anything. That's clearly different, so we can put that back. That is also the same. I will turn the field off and confirm once I've sorted through them. That one, actually no, that is producing a noctic field. That's just not doing anything. And I don't think that is either. Maybe they just don't have like a field at all. Maybe not everything has one. That's very wrong. That's Mentic. We've learned that. That's also different. And this little guy, look at him. That I think is also Noctic. So let's just turn these off as much as I can. No, wait, that's a new one. Let's just, so Noctic, Noctic, nothing. Oh, that's not, that's like a speckles. Interesting. I don't have any green labels yet. Field. My boss would be so mad. Speckly? Speckly? I don't know if not having a field, this could just be, I think it's mechanical. I'm gonna guess let me confirm, because we have another item that is just mechanical and not magical. It was the flower necklace that we used to unlock the other cabinet. I just left it in the thing. So I want to just confirm, it might not come out again, it might be locked in. I just want to confirm if this thing also doesn't have a field. Oh, it's literally just locked in. I can't take it out. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Let's pop you back. But I reckon that's just an object. No. Like it's a mechanical. Because my boss clearly is a big fan of stuff. Let's get a bit more focused now on the Ambra. They cause a withering of intellect. They turn the eyes black and make them become disoriented. So I guess what I need to now do is see if any of them have anything remarkable about them. Gold and bronze. Carved out of wood, white paint. Nothing to remark. And nothing to remark. Okay, so I'm not really getting any clues. Let's see what that symbol on that little dude's head means. Because if it means something... Confusion. I think it means confusion. That means confusion, which makes it a solid... Hang on. You seeing that? The compass is reacting to him, but not to this one. I don't know what that means. Alright. I'm going to label you with Noctic. Just since I've already done that, I might as well not forget, because I will. So I'm going to guess it's this one, because the confusion would align. Yes! Hey! Symbol of confusion, blah, blah, blah. Yep, got it. Thank you. Bye. Do I put these three or these items back in the cabinet here is the question. I might do that. I'll put all the ones I haven't identified up. That does give me an extra row, but I'll keep them along the top here. It does give me more space, but also if they, like, for example, there might be a clue later. It'll be like, it was in the cabinet. And if I've just sorted them with all the rest and I can't remember what was in the cabinet, that would be quite annoying. So let's just keep them all together just to preserve my future sanity. And then I'll move you here. This isn't very evenly spaced, but I think that makes sense. Then we'll pop you there. So, okay, kitty, let's do it. Hi, Bonnie. You. I know you from somewhere. This is the lady that stole our cat. I don't remember why, but the shop was important somehow. I'm sorry. I know I'm not making much sense. I haven't been myself. I'll leave you be. Bye! At least she's not asking me for Assassin's Gemstone rock anymore. Oh, sorry, buddy. Hi, Peter. They've found some poor soul washed up on the lake shore. An older lady by the sounds of it. Drowned. That's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black just like the others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. It's not going to be Verona, is it? We haven't seen her for a couple of days. Oh, they wouldn't. I mean, they would. Probably. I love Verona. She's like the best. A bones guard. A small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned and so always drank from the same goblet and always placed a bones guard inside. They bear the mark of the antidote. So the cup is probably misleading. So what I need to do is have a look in here. Antidote. There's poison. Don't have antidote marked. Unless I have gone blind and it's not alphabetical, but I am not seeing antidote. Is it possibly poison upside down? Not you guys. I mean, that actually would be poison upside down. That actually is poison upside down, right? I'm not going crazy. Yeah, I think that is poison upside down. You see symbol resembles the symbol for poison, upside down and with a line under it. Oh, I didn't notice the line, but yes. Okay. Cool. I'm afraid I can't pay you. What? Okay. He's offering a trade. It's fine. Ooh, a hand with a bunch of like lashes on it. Ooh, okay. There you go. That's your spot for now until I rearrange it, because I've rearranged this so many times. All right, kitty, let's do it. Oh, hang on. I should put my hand away. There you go. The rider was lucky. He made it to Back Burrow and found refuge there and was nursed back to health. He would later discover his left eye was permanently blackened like his partner's eyes had been. Interesting. So the guy who escaped with the casket was the non-possessed guy. I didn't expect that. All right. Apparently we're going this way. I was trying to go the other way, but that's fine. Ooh, a flower. Is that the moon? And the sun. All right. To my left, the day. To my right, the night. Probably going to be a crypt, because the last time we had one of these kind of clues about lefts and rights, it was a crypt. All right. So I'm looking for a moon and a sun. Moon, sun. All right. So it's going to be this one. Okay. Got it. I find the row of 3 tomes in the upper left of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit for a while in quiet contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item there. Had it been there all along? I never noticed it when I sat down. That's really cute. I like it. It's very cute. Look at it. Is that leather? It looks like leather. Ooh. Warm, tinkling. Oh, it's gold. Shows what I know. All right. Okay. Let's... well, I also want to look up that symbol just while I'm here. Deception. Okay. So the symbol for deception, and it makes a tinkling noise. Let's... What color was I doing for those? Deception, tinkling noise. It's a bit of a War and Peace kind of note compared to my usual, but that's all right. The light is changed outside, right? I'm not crazy. Like, it's gone yellow. Like, is it just a smoggy kind of day? Hi, David. You'll tell me. You always give me weather reports. I've been hearing a worrying rumor about Verona Green. They're saying she drowned in the lake. No, it was Verona. I hope for all our sakes they're wrong. Last she was going down is into the catacombs. Why would she have been in the lake? According to family legend, an ancestor of mine hid an item of thaumic significance in his burial chamber. It's never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself until I learned it was in the catacombs in a place known as the Hall of Shields. Perhaps it's better to leave it to those who know what they're doing. Hall of Shields, you say? That is... I don't know what that symbol is. That's skulls. I was thinking it might be, like, marked. Is there one with a lot of shields on it? That's got, like, a little triangle with a circle. Look at this guy. He's very happy. I'd like to click on him to see what he is, but he's giving... It'll probably take sanity away, and I'm fairly sure I'm already quite precarious. Well, like, nothing's leaping out at me. So I think I might leave it for now. As much as I would like the item, I do like the goodies in this game. Goodies. There's no, like, obvious way, unless that symbol with the circle and the triangle is in my book and means shield. Do I have a symbol for shield? I suppose that's the first question. A shield would be, I guess, protection, so it'd be the double squares. No. Is there anything with those squares on it? I'll just do a super quick look. Nothing's leaping out at me. All right, I might leave it for now. And we'll just go on. And I'll just pop that there so I don't forget about it. Nancy Irwin. Oh my goodness, lady. I've done something quite stupid. I went exploring in Heathwood and came across a grave. It was overgrown with dark brambles, so I started to clear them to get a better look at the inscription. I wasn't as careful as I should have been. The thorns were so thick and menacing, and I scratched my arms on them. I have not felt well since. Please help me. All right, well, this is clearly going to be a curse. Constricted as though clamped in a vice. The veins stand out darkly on the body, so it could be black heart. Would you call those veins? Excuse me while I look into your eyes. I mean, her eyes are kind of grey, so It's gonna be Black Heart. Do I just have to check the other book? I can't remember how I did it last time. I think I remembered having seen something. I guess let's check the index if Black Heart is in here. Black Heart it is. Lamb's Siphon. Well, there you go. Used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. Am I signing up for that? Or is she going to get someone else to do that? Made from a sheep snap, which is how I recognized it. I mean, I would have recognized it anyway from the appearance, but the sheep snap in the previous game, if I touch this, it's hard and hollow. So, yeah, I was reasonably confident about that. Cool. Thank you. Excellent. Why is it so yellow outside? I don't like it. Is it because Verona died? I mean, I did like Verona. She was my favorite and my best. Ooh. You don't know me, but it's time I introduced myself. Are you the guy that's been... No, that's different initials. I'm the curator of the Museum of History here in Undermere. Eli and I have a complicated relationship, don't all siblings? I don't tend to come by the shop much anymore, but I heard he's left town for a few days. I wanted to bring him this, but I know he'd only turn me away without even looking at it. Interesting. Alright. A great effort to tear my eyes away. Gold, wood, and green. I could go through the book and try and figure it out. I'm just gonna pop it there. What is this? Oh, that's just telling me new people. Hey kitty, let's do it. Hi Simone. Oh, it's her mum. Verona's her mum. Jupiter, thank goodness you're safe. I was worried about you. I hope my mother's okay too. I lost count of the amount of gossip I've heard about her misdeeds over the years. The truth is, when she gets stuck into a mystery, she's been known to disappear for days at a time. In the meantime, I believe I've found another clue in the journal. The text directly before this is largely illegible, but I was able to make out a reference to a vault of some kind. 3 resonant objects, lightest first, heaviest last. Resonant. So what does resonant mean? Things that resonate. Oh, hang on. Is it possible it's the objects that this thing points to? So that's pointing at the Elvis stone and that. Okay, so there's only 2 on that side that are actually activating it. And that. This could be a complete wild goose chase, or I could just be very lucky to have figured it out straight away. So we'll pop you. Let's just pop you there. And then we know you, so we'll pop you. That's not going to be the right order. I'm just putting them there to like store them. So we'll just leave that. And then there's the 3rd one. So I just need to weigh them all. Okay, so you are pretty light. I mean, that's unsurprising. You are 2 pound. Where'd the other one go? Oh, he's popped back to his normal spot. I suppose I don't need to weigh them, do I? I can just... So you're very heavy. Then you... this is actually logically how you would think that they would go. Oh my gosh. Did I just get it? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I feel like I have solved that, but I won't put it away for now because it doesn't have a tick on it. Does this have a spot where items can slot or something? Okay. I need to keep them there. That just trying to start a thing, but it's not going very far. Now, I used... Where did I put the compass? Here. Oh, it's labelled it as a resonance compass. That's lucky. Can you just mind that, Jupiter? Thanks. She just said it was a note. Is the plant blocking? I don't think the plant's blocking. Do I have something with that symbol on it? I feel like that's got to be the answer. So since it's the resonance compass, I just looked up resonant in the index and there's something, obviously we know what that is. I just figured that out without having even read the entry, so that's just sheer dumb luck on my part. But what is that Zephyrim or whatever it was? I wish it would have remembered where I was. Resonant objects give off a faint odour that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. The scent of the storm of ozone empowered the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom of the west wind. That could just be giving me a clue as to what one of these three is. I don't think I have that yet because I only had 3 resonant objects when I did my little search. I don't know what to do with this. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, because it's possible I don't have the stuff yet. I'm going to grab these 3 and I'm going to put them together. Where did my Corvin's mic go? There it is. And that way, when next time I'm playing and I'm like, why are these here? What am I doing? Hopefully I will remember. So we'll just leave those 3 there for now and move on. Hi, Francesca. Oh, I got a fright when they brought the body of that poor drowned woman to me with those lifeless black eyes. I thought for sure it was Verona at first. She does look like her, but we're quite certain it's a lady from Hawkshead who went missing a few days ago. There's one thing I can't get out of my head though. Why would she try and swim across the lake? And in the meantime, Verona's still missing. I don't like to use thormic needles as a rule, but these circumstances are beyond the rule book. We need answers. So it's not Verona. That's good. I was a little worried. They were just deceiving me. Thormic needles are controversial items that are rarely used. They can reach into the mind of the recently deceased to give an impression of their thoughts before they died. The weight of these tall items decreases when heated. Tall items, you say? I mean, these are sort of my 2 tallest items. Moon and witches. Mentic symbol is of the mind and it has a moon on it. The question is, all right, I can do this because I have candles. So how much do you weigh? You currently are like 1 pound, 1.5 pounds. Yes, you're currently 1.5 pounds. So if I don't even know if this is the right thing. I mean, maybe I didn't do it for long enough, or maybe that's not the right thing, but let's try this one. Hang on, wait, I didn't actually weigh it. So again, about 1.5 pounds. I don't know how else I would heat something. Yeah, so that doesn't seem to have changed. How else would I heat something other than just holding it over the candle? I don't think I have any way to do it unless there's an item that generates heat. It says it can reach into the mind, and mind is a keyword, so let's just have a quick look at the imbuements. Is there an entrance for mind? No, but there are auras. So the mentic is of the mind. So it's possible that what I'm looking for would have this dionic field. So I guess I could check the dionic fields of those items. We'll pop you there. So we'll activate you, and I want you go there, and you go there. So it is the one I thought it was. That's a completely different field. That is a mentic field of the mind. So that would have the right mentic field, and it does look like a needle. I just don't understand the weight thing. I feel like I'm missing something with the heater, but I don't know what else to try. Interesting. That was crazy slow. Maybe it is this one. See how it's very slowly popping down? I'm going to give it a try. I can't think of anything else, to be honest. Okay, cool. This was my first inclination because I was like, it's tall and it's shaped like a needle. I could have cut out all of that checking, but that's fine. All right. So we've identified you. I can pop you away and you get a blue label. Awesome. All right, kitty. Sorry, I tried to pat you. Oh, you again. The people are afraid. And they're right to be, but it is too late for them. They are of no use to us, but you might be. Prove yourself, and perhaps Holgar will deem you worth saving. I require an object to steady my restless congregation and remind them why I am the one to lead us through this turbulent time. They respect strength and power above all else. I knew this was going to be a choice one. I knew it. Where's my book? There it is. You can stay there for now. Strength and power, you say. All right, what is she after? I didn't even read it properly. So Morgan's Folly or Fortinance. I'm gonna guess Morgan's Folly is the one I probably want to give her for the good ending. Or like the non-evil ending. A folly symbol can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anybody who casts their eyes upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Oh no, this is a terrible idea. We should not give her this. Precaution should be taken it against unwittingly looking at the hidden symbol for too long. Or a fortinance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or hex. They're made of stone or iron and take the form of a small totem. Oh, they respect strength and power above all else. I mean, so Fortinance is probably what she wants, but Morgan's Folly sounds terrible too. Because she wants strength, and that is strength. I don't want to do what she wants. A folly symbol can be induces a trance-like state. Maybe she's suggestible if I give her Morgan's Folly, which could help me overpower her later. So let's go with that. We're aiming for Morgan's Folly. A hidden symbol. Great. That's going to be probably Fortinance. Just don't give it to her. That's fine. A hidden symbol. How do I see a hidden symbol? Like, what reveals it? Do I have an item that reveals hidden things? I'm just going to quickly read through the book because I feel like I do. The ethereal key lets you hide from things. So I haven't figured out the item looking for yet, but that jingly thing is going to be a truth conduit. So I can label that because it says they're used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They don't want the designation of dark article that someone to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind. So that's going to be the truth conduit for sure. But I still haven't found something other than maybe the key. All right, let's label the jingly guy. I could also see a few others that I could probably identify because there's a few entries that talk about, like, I could put guesses for. It'll be like the only one of the cups that it has a stronger thermic field than the other two. So for example, I could go and figure out which of these is that one, but I kind of don't want to lose focus too much. I still don't know what to do about the hidden symbol though. I've got the ethereal key. Let's have a quick look. I don't think that's going to help me. It just says it's got a concealment charm. It doesn't, like, it literally doesn't say what it does. It just says it's key. I suspect it's not going to do anything extra. I was looking at all the items and then I remember I have a few on this side. So it could be one of these. This one, I just looked up that symbol. It means like paralysis. So I'm gonna label him with a label that says paralysis symbol. I say him like it has gender. I mean, that one's Noctic Aura, but I don't know what it does. At the moment, on the other side, my only inclination is the one that's hard to look away from, the one that's the 3. Hand carved from wood, rough, smells of linseed. I become drained of energy. That doesn't sound good. Let's see if we can find that symbol. No, it's not that. It's sort of similar to that one. Can I have you both on the screen at the same time? Not helpful, game. I'm not seeing that symbol in here at all. I don't know what it means. Draining energy, not good. Gonna go out there on that. Confusion, weakness. It's this one. I just gone blind. So, still doesn't super help me with my current problem though. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Hard and smooth. Clay and bone. Bronze, nothing to remark. A hinged panel. Ooh. Can I click you? Ah! This is gonna be the Morgan's Folly because the symbol is hidden. What does it mean? It's hypnosis. Yes, that's it. I got there in the end, you guys. Morgan's Folly, a hidden symbol of his hypnosis. Tormund's Bane, cool. Something about paralysis. Alright, I'm gonna pop you back up here. Again, just because I kind of... Although I said that and then I immediately moved the amber out. So maybe I should just sort them alphabetically then. I don't know. I might do that because it's the end of the day. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. And when I'm resorting, because I always do a little sort at the end of the day, got to sort your inventory, keep track of everything. I might do that then. I might move them to sort more in line with my previous system. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands. I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.